So this is what we're making this time. Pearl and turquoise earrings with handmade bead caps and ear wires. Now, using the same technique, this is 10 millimeter diameter Hishi turquoise, and you can see that all kinds of different colors. So what you do is, like the pearls, pick something that's close to the same color. That looks pretty good. And we're going to take 50 millimeter long piece of 0.8 millimeter wire, file both ends flat, touch it up with your sandpaper, 400 grade paper on a sanding stick. And we're going to flare the end. So just leave 2 millimeters sticking over the end of your bench block. So you get a nice little flare. Touch it up once again with your sanding stick just to make sure that it's not rough. Then we're going to thread a large bead cap, and this bead cap was made using a 9 millimeter disc and doming it so that when we put it on our 10 millimeter bead, it fits quite nicely. It doesn't hang over the edge. So it'll show turquoise on both the end and on the side. So another bead cap on top. Then one of our smaller caps for the pearl sitting that way, round bit to round bit. Then the pearl. And then another small cap facing the pearl. So that's what our earring would look like. Now, what we need is 9 millimeters sticking past the bead cap. So I'm just going to set my verniers at 9. And I'll just hold my thumbnail on the 9 millimeter mark, cut it off, file the end flat, once again I touch it up with my sanding stick just to make sure that there's never any rough bit available. So now, that's what it looks like. And I'm going to use my flat round pliers and two millimeters is what I'm using. And you can see I'm grabbing the wire with the end showing, and nice and tight against my finger. Slip that down, center your loop, go back, and make sure it touches. Center it again. So that's what our drop looks like. And then standard procedure in making the ear wire. 50 millimeter long piece. File both ends flat. Sand it. And the same size loop. So mark your pliers, and you can see my pliers actually have a mark on the inside of the jaws. So round, center the loop, down 45 degrees, up and over, little kick on the end. Use the parallel jaw pliers to open it sideways. Put our drop on. Close it, wiggling and pushing and making sure that the loops touch the wire, otherwise the earring will fall off. So that's what we're making, a pearl and a turquoise drop earring. So there we are, almost finished. And just to be safe, I put a little polishing buff on my handpiece and just polish the very end of the wire. Just being careful to make sure that you don't ever cut either your ear or your friends or customers. So now we're finished. Pearl and turquoise earrings.